Hey everyone, welcome to this video on I'm Feeling Lucky by Google Earth. So you may or may not have used Google Earth before, but you can simply navigate to Google Earth by doing a quick search for Google Earth or using the Google syntax earth.google.com. So we'll load that. It does take a few seconds to load just because it's a pretty fancy satellite mapping system. So Google Earth is very useful for a lot of things, including measurement. There's a tour builder inside, some things that if you've taken some other classes that we've touched on or covered before. But one of the things inside of Google Earth is a feature called I'm Feeling Lucky. And so it's actually this on the side here, this menu, this little dice icon. And so what I'm Feeling Lucky does is when you roll it or you click it, it picks a random spot on the map anywhere in the world, and it takes you there, and then it gives a little synopsis in the window over here on the side. So for example, this is Lake Nuk. I don't speak Russian, but we get a little information panel over here that I can read. I see some pictures that I can browse through. Looks like some different activities. Looks pretty nice. And then from here, I could use my zoom features. So I could kind of zoom in or zoom out. I could minimize this. I could use my person feature and drag in here. It doesn't look like there's a lot. There's a dot down here. Maybe I could drag my guy too, looks like. And so I could go down and check out different things. So here's an idea for a launch using I'm Feeling Lucky in Google Earth. One would be just to have kids explore different areas of the world. And this is not necessarily always in nature. It could be in the middle of a city. It could be a tourist attraction, whatever it happens to be. But to use that and just learn about different places, but take it maybe a step further and think about different content areas. So for example, maybe one I've used before is like a tour guide. So if you're in a speech class or maybe an ELA class, if you're in speech, you've got to do an I'm Feeling Lucky. It takes you to a location and you have to prepare a 30-second speech kind of as a tour guide about why you should go visit that location. And that would take, you give kids a couple minutes, maybe 2 or 3 minutes to browse their location, to look, to write a few points down, and then kind of do like impromptu speech presenting that. You could do some persuasive writing, quick paragraph, maybe working on descriptive language, things like that. So just some ideas there about using I'm Feeling Lucky. Also, obviously, exposes kids to different geographies, different places in the world that they might not randomly visit. Also, if you're doing something like landforms, climate, ecosystems, different things, when you're there, and I'll roll the dice again, you can see it'll take me to a different place. So I was there kind of in northern Russia. Now it's taking me to the North Island in New Zealand, and that's a town. So now I come down here, okay, and it's a town, and maybe I can check out the pictures, or if I take my guy, let's say we just drop our guy down here, see what it looks like. We're probably going to see some completely different landforms, geography, features, things like that kids might be able to explore, to describe, to talk about, different kinds of things. So that's using the I'm Feeling Lucky feature of Google Earth as sort of a launch or exploration, possibly for speech, ELA, social studies, geography, lots of different ideas there.